What is up, guys? I am back with another video, and as you can see by the title, this is about the Sandman and whether or not it was a good or bad decision for Valve to nerf the Sandman. So there's a few things I want to talk about that'll sort of give you an idea of why it was actually a good idea, and a few things on why it was a bad idea, or a few things they have done wrong. So what I want to talk about first is the 6v6 format. When you're a scout, you've got the speed over any other class, the mobility to take points and to pressure certain members of the other team quicker. For example, as a scout, when I play scout, I focus on capping and just killing medics. Once you can shut down the medic of a team consistently, the team sort of crumbles away, and if your medic's a strong medic and theirs is constantly getting taken out, whether they're good or bad, it'll usually mean they lose the game. So the scout is already quite a strong class in the 6v6 format. So when you've got to think about damage output as well, scout has high damage output but only close range with the scattergun. It doesn't really have any long range solutions, but this is what the Sandman did provide: a long range solution that could stun an enemy and allow you to combo an enemy out. And I'm going to talk a bit about why comboing an enemy out with the Sandman, although it was so good and so fun, it wouldn't really be fair in a 6v6 format. So scout plays his role, and his role is to push fast and take out certain characters such as the medic, but also you can pretty much fight anyone in this game with the scout if you do it correctly, which is why it's such a good class. The Sandman provided an extra dimension to the scout where he could pretty much combo out a heavy instantly if you set it up right. You could fire the Sandman, stun the heavy, follow it by a meat cleaver and do a full combo damage on really high tier classes and from quite far away and get the kill. This is why it was nerfed. Although it was skill based, it just made the scout too strong in a 6v6 format. The meat cleaver Sandman combination was just too strong. It was super fun to do, and it was great to just smash around with the meat cleaver and the Sandman and get those combos and then end it with a scattergun. It was usually the case. It was just too strong for this 6v6 format they have put into place. And that being said, they, instead of nerfing the Sandman, they destroyed the Sandman. And I mean, the Sandman now is pretty much a useless weapon. The damage that it does is just so small with the ball when it hits, and it's quite a hard thing to hit. It's not like it hits every time sort of situation. It's not easy to hit. You have to actually judge it. So that sort of just put the Sandman in a different category, where it was one of the most used scout melee weapons. It's now probably one of the least used scout melee weapons. So one thing I think Valve should have done differently is really thought about how to nerf this and not just go for the solution where it's completely destroy the item's use. For me, there was a few things they could have done. They could have also reduced stun time dramatically, so when it did stun him, only stunned for like a few milliseconds, like nothing. It was just way too long, the stun time originally, and that's what made it really strong. If the stun time was a lot lower, it would result in sort of less opportunities where you could finish up the kill with a combo. And I think that's something they should have looked at, and maybe lowered the damage on the bat as well quite drastically to sort of balance it. But instead, classic Valve status, what they did is just completely brick the item. It's no longer really usable. I mean, you might as well have it on if you want to have a bit of fun, but I always have it on because I'm just used to it. I'm an OG. But today I didn't run it in this video, just out of the fact that it's kind of useless anymore, so I was trying to prove the point of that. Yeah, so let me know in the comment sections what you think about the Valve nerf of the Sandman, whether it was a good or bad decision, and your thoughts on what they could have done better. Make sure you leave that in the comment section below. Also, if you go on my last video, that's an unboxing video, we've got an unusual giveaway currently running there, so make sure you check that out and follow that video and listen to that, and it'll tell you how to enter the unusual giveaway. And I'll see you guys next time.